Every day, factories like this produce thousands of school notebooks. Today, we're taking you inside to see exactly how they're made, from raw paper to the final product. We get through hundreds of millions of school notebooks every year. They're such simple, everyday tools that it's easy to take them for granted. Have you ever stopped to think about the incredible journey from a living tree to the notebook on your desk? From the forest to the factory, we're pulling back the curtain on the massive industrial process that turns living trees into the pages of your education. The story of your notebook begins in a forest. The main ingredient for paper is wood pulp from fast-growing softwoods like pine and spruce. These aren't ancient, untouched forests. They're carefully managed, sustainable woodlands. In certified sustainable forests, like those approved by the Forest Stewardship Council, FSC, or the Program for the Endorsement of Forest Certification, PEFC, harvesting is balanced with regeneration. This ensures the forest remains a renewable resource. Once a tree is mature, huge machines fell it, strip the branches, and gather the logs. These logs, the raw material for our notebook, are then trucked to a paper mill where the real transformation begins. When the logs arrive at the mill, they first go into a debarker, which strips off all the bark. Then, a massive wood chipper shreds the clean logs into small, uniform chips. The heart of papermaking is pulping. The wood chips are cooked under pressure in a chemical solution inside a giant digester. This process dissolves the natural glue in wood, called lignin, leaving behind the raw cellulose fibers. The result is a thick, porridge-like substance, wood pulp. This dark pulp is then washed and bleached to get the clean white pages we expect. Modern mills use environmentally friendly methods known as elemental chlorine-free, ECF, and totally chlorine-free, TCF. The whitened pulp is mixed with water and sprayed in an even layer onto a huge mesh screen. Water drains away and the fibers begin to link together, forming a fragile sheet. This new sheet is pressed between giant rollers to squeeze out more water before it snakes through a long series of steam-heated cylinders that dry it completely. At the end of this line, a continuous sheet of paper is wound onto parent rolls that can weigh several tons. Those giant rolls of paper are shipped to a notebook factory. Here, they're unwound and fed into a ruling machine, which prints the familiar lines at mind-boggling speeds. The wide, ruled paper is then sliced into strips and chopped into stacks of individual sheets. Meanwhile, the notebook covers are made from a thicker paperboard. Large sheets are printed with designs and often laminated with a thin plastic film for durability before being cut to size. Now, it all comes together. Stacks of ruled paper are matched with a front and back cover and punched with a line of holes. For a spiral notebook, a machine threads and crimps a metal or plastic coil through the holes in a split second. To get those perfectly clean edges, the bound notebooks are sent through a 3-knife trimmer, which slices a tiny fraction off the top, bottom, and side. Throughout this process, inspectors check for any flaws, and defective notebooks are pulled from the line to be recycled. The finished notebooks are now complete. They're automatically stacked, bundled into packs, and shrink-wrapped. These packs go into cardboard boxes, which are labeled and stacked onto pallets. From a warehouse, trucks carry them to distribution centers and then on to the stores and schools where they'll be sold. The long journey from a single tree is finally over. So the next time you open a fresh notebook, remember the incredible journey it took. From a managed forest, through the intense heat of the paper mill, to the high-speed precision of the factory, the entire process is a marvel of engineering. What starts as a tree is transformed into a simple tool, putting the power to write your own story right at your fingertips. If you thought that was fascinating, Make sure you subscribe for more videos on how the world around you is made. And let us know in the comments what everyday item you're curious about. We might just break it down next.